Hey guys, Martin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the EZA MVP 17 on his other 200% lead on Global, which is the Battle of Wits team using the STR Carnival Goku. So I did actually post a screenshot of me doing this run the other day. It was such a great run that I thought I should do it as a video to show off how good this team can be. So MVP 17 is on the second turn, I guess that's fine. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. I always like to do this fight for units that build up, because fighting against the Metal Cooler army in the first turn is pretty good. The other Carnival Goku is in slot 7. That's a little bit unfortunate. I guess we'll do this, because then that allows us to get some build up with Carnival Goku at the end here. I need to make sure I get the orbs for Piccolo. Piccon, perfect, there we go. So it gives him the support, gives the dodge, which is probably the most important thing. The only downside about using Piccon in the current meta for these red zone stages, he can be really useful, like providing support to the team. He gets a 50% chance to dodge as long as you pick up a rainbow orb. And of course he has the Ghost Usher active skill that we're going to use later on into the event. I don't know if the person upstairs is like drilling or something. Hopefully that's not too annoying for you guys. Yeah, you can use his Ghost Usher ability later on into the event. But the downside is if he gets hit, especially by like a super attack, then we are going to die. So ideally I would float him off if he's on the first turn, because realistically the main use that we want to use him for is for him to come back against the Metal Cooler core, for us to use his active skill and then float him off, and ideally beat the event before he comes back again. So we don't have to run the risk of him taking a beating from the Metal Cooler core. But because there's so many attacks in slot 3, and we have the other Carnival LR Goku in slot 7, I need to get this guy floated off, because I don't really want both of them on the same turn at the same time. Plus there's a lot of extra attacks in the final slot here, so that allows him to get built up a little bit. He is eating a super here, but at least he attacked first. Yes, that's fine, it's not too bad. 42k when not fully built up is not the worst. And then we have a good rotation here. Obviously the great thing about using physical Piccolo is the fact that we can see the super attacks. So I think what we'll do here is we'll put you in slot 1 so you can get fully built up, because there are no supers. Then we get you to attack. Actually crazy, there's no super attacks. The Metal Cooler army can super attack you twice in one turn, and they're not super attacking at all. So good work, physical Piccolo, with the Scouter effect. MVP 17 already fully built up here now, straight away, taking those 3 hits on turn 1. He's providing huge defensive support to everybody on the rotation, and of course the Metal Cooler army can be attack lowered. So I find this part of the stage, like the first turn, is probably the sketchiest against the Metal Cooler army, especially if you don't have a Scouter, because they can very often super attack in slot 1. But once you start hitting them with some attack lowers, you start getting your units built up. I do quite like this event for testing out units that need to build up, because you always fight these guys for 3 turns. So any units that need to get their certain number of attacks off, or need to be hit a certain number of times, you know, they're not going to kill the enemy early before the end of the turn. They're always going to be taking the attacks that are laid out on the turn for them. So definitely very useful. So now we can float off Piccon. You don't have any extra links for you, do you? What is your... This is this Goku's first appearance, so I would be a little bit sketchy about putting him in slot 1. I mean, we do have a decent amount of HP, and if we do get hit by a super immediately, we do have MVP 17 on the next turn who would get his damage reduction. So it's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, just not ideal to get super attacked in slot 1, but we'll go ahead and let it play out here. Grab these for you. These should drop down, yep, so we can get the support for Piccon as well as the Rainbow Orb. So, super. Perfect, okay. So we get to we take 2 hits, gives us our defense buff, then we get our super attack off, which raises our defense. So even if they do get super attack now, I mean, we will still take damage, right? But we're not going to get absolutely destroyed. The worst thing is when you put these guys in slot 1 on turn 1 when there's like 7 attacks. And it's like, Look at this great opportunity to get STR Carnival Goku built up on the first turn, and then they super attack as the first attack of the turn, and you take like 350k damage or something. So, but yeah, we'll take 24k. That's fine. We can eat those all day long. We got what? Just close to 700k HP on this team, so that's absolutely fine. I think Piccolo is gonna get fully built up this turn if he's not already. He's getting attacked what, 3 times. So see whether the symbols come. Oh yeah, he's fully built up now already. Nice, nice. So Pycon, again with all the attack lowering at this point, even if Pycon doesn't dodge, he's not going to take that much damage. Yeah, so he takes double-digit damage from normal attacks, so that works out very nicely. And now we are up against the core. So Piccolo is sealed, amazing. And the super is in slot 1. Well, I guess that means we basically have no choice but to put Carnival Goku in slot 1, because he's got type advantage and 474k HP. Not really ideal, but I guess it is what it is. What's Piccolo's defense? 400k. I mean, he should be okay taking normal attacks here, right? Pretty unfortunate that he is sealed. That's the worst part about the Metal Cooler core stage, is the sealing. So many of these like top end units are significantly better after attacking, to the point where it can be the difference between life or death if they are going to be the one that eats a super. So at least we do have the scouter effect here, so we can play out the rotation in the most optimal way. I mean, we still take 250k, but as I mentioned in yesterday's video where we did the Broly event, somebody did tell me that MVP 17's passive can activate mid-turn. So if that is true, we obviously have now dropped below 77% HP, which means he's now giving extra defensive support to the rotation and has his full damage reduction. So he should absolutely be taking double digits in slot 3. Wow, Piccolo takes 100k from the normals, man. Yeah, him being sealed against the core is definitely unfortunate. So, wow, 17 still took... I guess it doesn't activate mid-turn then, right? Because no way he's taking that much damage if it activates mid-turn. That's crazy. But, look at that. The GOAT, the god of the game himself, LR Piccolo, giving us the full heal because we dropped below 30% HP. So, and he's, you know, he's only starting the turn on a casual 876,000 defense. That's pretty good. So I think he would die in slot 1 though, so I think we do have to do this, and then I guess I'll have to float off the Carnival LR Goku on the next turn as well. But if we do this, we can get the full 24 key, which means Carnival Goku gets a guaranteed additional super, so we are looking good here. STR Piccolo, at least we got hit with a normal attack first, so we won't take too much damage from this, I say, and then we still take 270k, but it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm guessing then MVP 17, his passive must not activate mid-turn, because no way he takes 85k from normal attacks when he's got, what, 56% is it, damage reduction? Or 57? Yeah, 57% damage reduction. No way he's taking 100k from the normals. So yeah, I guess it doesn't activate mid-turn, and whoever told me it did, I am disappointed. But yeah, I don't know. The way it's worded on the wiki is weird, which is why I didn't know whether it would activate mid-turn or not, but surely someone can post the calcs down below. I know there's a couple of people in my audience that let me know some of these calculations, because I'm not the best with them, especially on the fly when recording, but surely his passive wasn't active on the end of that turn, right? There's no way. So now we get our... Oh. We don't get our Pycon payoff because the enemy is... The enemy has to be at 50% or more HP, and we are... Look at that. How much closer could we be? Right, we're like just off. Alright, so that's unfortunate, and Carnival Goku is sealed. Oof. Okay, so the only thing we can really do here then is we have to do this. We have to get the Rainbow Orb for Pycon, because if he doesn't dodge, then we do just instantly die at the end of the turn here. And then we'll do this. So, get the extra little bit of support. Carnival Goku not being able to super here and raise his defense is pretty bad. I don't know if the friend Carnival Goku has any dodge, but he didn't dodge the super anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. 282. Alright, so as long as Piccolo dodges the attack in the last slot, we're okay. If he doesn't dodge, we do instantly die, which is unfortunate. Physical Piccolo getting the additional here is really good because we get an extra defense stack, and then he just dodges anyway. Come on, Piccolo, I need you to follow suit. You need to follow along with Piccolo's example on this turn and dodge this incoming attack. There you go. That's what we like to see. Alright, so on this turn, 17's passive would be active. Do we just play out the road? I mean, obviously, I could just Orange Piccolo here, which... do we just win if we do that? Do we actually kill him this turn? I don't know if we do. Let's just Orange Piccolo here. A lot of the times in these videos, I do say I don't like to just use the Orange Piccolo transformation all the time. Because I like to see what the units can do in that situation. But as a lot of people have said in the comments, right, it's like if you're playing this event with this team, why would you not use the Orange Piccolo transformation, right? Because even if we don't kill him here, as long as he super attacks during the orange transformation, it means we know he's not going to be able to super attack once we come out of it. And with the rotation being STR Piccolo in slot 1, LR Piccolo slot 2, and then all of that defensive support from 17 in slot 3, with him not being able to super, it's literally impossible for him to kill us on the turn where we come out of the giant form. So there you go, there's the destroy laser. 1.8 million that would do, apparently. It's always fun to see the big numbers that the giant form characters would take, because obviously they can't take damage, but they have basically no defense, which is why those numbers are so high. Obviously, if it was like untransformed Piccolo, he wouldn't be taking that much damage, but that's because he actually has like a proper passive and actually has defense. But it's kind of funny seeing those giant numbers come up. But they're grayed out because we take no damage when we're in this form. So yeah, Orange Piccolo firing off a bunch of additional supers here. Not getting a lot of crits, but like I say, if we don't kill him in the orange form, it is basically impossible for him to kill us once we come out of it. So we get our second turn here. Obviously, there is the possibility as well, based on the RNG, that we actually get a third turn as Orange Piccolo as well. So if we don't kill him here, we're pretty much going to be wrapping it up on the next turn, whether it is with Orange Piccolo or not. So this unit's just so good. I'm so good. I got him and Gohan to Rainbow from the Golden Week banners. And this Piccolo is still such a dominant force in the game. The fact that he's on Power of Wishes as well. So for Global, getting the anniversary very soon, we've got two, like basically the two best units in the game on Global at the moment, which is LR Piccolo and LR Bulma, are both on the 8th anniversary units teams because they're on Power of Wishes. So it was a category that I think people were a little bit disappointed, or at least thought it was a little bit shaky when it was first revealed when the anniversary came to JP, but it's already gotten some pretty significant buffs, right? Like the release of the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest God Goku is obviously a huge buff for that team as well. So Power of Wishes, a very powerful team with some very powerful units on it. The Go Bros that just got their EZA on JP, they're on Power of Wishes as well. I was about to say, is this Piccolo's last attacks of the turn? If we hadn't gotten this additional super at the end, the core would have survived with the tiniest sliver of HP. But there you go. So we take him out. So that is the Battle of Wits full 200% team. It's gotten a lot of buffs. The MVP 17 as a support definitely can work very well. Although obviously we saw in real time him, I'm assuming his passive not activating and him taking a ton of damage. We did get the heal from the LR Piccolo, which is always nice to see. This team gets a pretty significant buff during the anniversary when the 5th year anniversary Blue Vegito gets an EZA, because most Vegitos are on Battle of Wits. So you could quite easily slot him onto the team. And obviously crazy damage output, guaranteed dodge on the turn where he transforms into blue. So this team definitely looking good for the future. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.